Day 4 Lollapalooza, word of the day is moist. I don't care if you don't like it. It's appropriate. And especially when you're talking about such an electric start to Day 4 from the big stage. Chicago showed up for UPSAHL.
Woo!
Oh my
What's
God, girl. You
up?
were fresh off the stage and you look...
Like a frizzy little mess, but
no,
thank you.
You look immaculate.
Love
you look
it.
incredible. And
Thank
you
you.
owned Lollapalooza.
Thank you. It was so fun. I'm sad it's over. Like the whole way here, I was
know.
like,
Can we just
we're
have-
done?
Can we have another UPSAHL set?
Yeah,
Yes,
come
Perry
on.
Farrell?
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Perry, we need more UPSAHL.
Yeah, period. Just kidding.
Well, dude, welcome back. First
you.
of all, I feel a little point of pride because I was there with you for your very first festival, which was Lollapalooza 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, the second I met you, I was like, this
Aw.
girl is going places. And you have
Thanks.
just skyrocketed. You are, ugh.
Oh, you're so nice.
I've
Thank
heard
you.
people say, is it fair for one woman to have so many talents?
I'll take it.
And I say yes.
I love it.
She can. Is there anything you can't do? That's probably a shorter
Sir,
list.
you don't even want to know. I'm just kidding. Guys, I tried learning drums. Terrible. I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, I'm pretty musical. I should totally, like, pick up drums. And I tried, and I played it for, like, one show, and it was horrific.
Wait,
so
but you still played it at a show?
I tried. And then it was funny. My dad, who's in music, after the show, he was at the show. He was like, maybe just stick to, like, guitar and bass. I was like, I love the honesty, Dad. Thank you. It was great.
Oh my gosh. I know. I mean, I know we've talked about this before, but I just love your kind of origin story from Phoenix, and you've always kind of been around music. I mean, put out your first EP when you were like 14.
Yeah.
And then wrote and self-produced your own full length at 17.
Yeah, like a child. I don't know what I was doing.
And it was good.
Oh, thanks.
It was like really good.
Thanks.
Now that you're in this position where you're playing the big stages at Lollapalooza, what would you say to a 14-year-old girl that looks up to you that's like, oh my God, I can do this too?
Yeah. Aw.
What have you learned that you would share?
Probably just to like trust your instincts. I feel like being so young and getting into music, you're around so many people all day, so many opinions. Everyone thinks a different thing about you, or like what type of music you should make. And I think like at the end of the day, like all of our favorite artists are people who are like coming from a very real, vulnerable, authentic place. And so I think just learning to trust your instincts and your gut and your art and your taste is everything. It's so cheesy, but just like trust yourself. Yeah.
I don't think that's cheesy. I think that's very insightful because especially you get thrown into this place where it's all of a sudden you've got, oh my God, now there's like managers and tour managers and label people involved, and maybe you wouldn't be so confident of this is who I think I am or this is what I think I want to do. So that's a good reminder.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Tell me about the Phoenix tapes.
Yes, I'm so excited. It's a project I've been working on all year, and I've been kind of like putting it out 2 songs at a time every few weeks. It honestly started at the beginning of the year. I was just like made a promise to myself that I wasn't going to care about genre anymore when I was making music and like not try to fit myself into a box or whatever. And I was having so much fun in the studio that I ended up with so many songs that I was like, this is the first time I've had this problem. I like need to get all of these out immediately. So doing the Phoenix tapes 2 songs at a time, like every 6 weeks, and it'll be done, completed by the end of the year. I have Volume 3 coming out August 18th with the side A for it. The first song is like, I think my favorite song I've ever done, and I'm so excited for it to be out. I'm very, very excited.
Can we know what that song is?
Yes, it's called 0 or 100.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah, we just played it. It was
Yeah,
so
I heard it
fun.
out there.
Yeah, it was fun.
But I've also been hearing snippets of it because this is one awesome thing about you, which I think is a great tip for any young artist. You are a master of, I mean, I love your TikToks. I think your
Thanks.
content is so fantastic.
Aw, thank you.
It's so, feels like you, it feels like intimate with you and your fans, and that's where we get insights to your new music. I love all the shorts that you've done on, you actually show us how a song comes together, and you
Yeah.
look like a wizard because there's like buttons, and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna decide to make this song, and ding ding ding, and there's buttons, and there's a guitar, and you're just singing, and your voice is immaculate.
Thank
and
you.
like how, wait, I can't even do the like rub
I'm
and
saying,
pat.
like, yeah.
And I feel like you have a third hand somewhere that's not in the frame.
Right.
UPSAHL
thank
Music
you.
on TikTok. the
Check it
best
out.
TikTok follow.
Love it. Thank you.
So you did stop by our tent yesterday. I saw that you used my fans.
You guys, it was pouring rain and the tent was empty, and you guys let me stay here and like I was protected from the rain all day by them. And my hair was soaking wet. I was using your fans, which I learned are from your house,
They're actually from my basement.
to dry my hair. It became my blow dryer yesterday, so thank you.
You made what normal women would say, I feel like a wet dog. You made it look really hot. The video is on our Instagram stories, by the way. It's maybe not safe for work.
Ridiculous.
Just so you know.
It's so ridiculous.
But you were on site yesterday. Would you catch anybody on site?
Yeah, I was mostly just hanging out back here. And then I saw Odessa at the end of the day, which was like so mind blowing. I didn't realize that they had like a full drum line and like trumpets, and it was wild. And then I saw Sylvan Esso, which like I grew up on Sylvan Esso, like idolizing them. So, and I'd never seen them live, so getting to watch that was really fun. I like reference that song "Hey Mommy," which is like a Sylvan Esso song. I reference that in sessions all the time. So seeing it live was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe next time they'll ask you to come up and join them.
I would die.
You know, if you're watching Sylvan Esso, I mean,
Guys,
obviously,
come on.
grab your biggest fan right here. When you are in Chicago, what is your favorite thing to do here if you get a couple extra minutes?
So for a while, my trend on tour was Chicago, and it was like an ongoing bit with me and my band. Like, anytime I was here on tour, I would black out. Like, Chicago goes so hard.
We do.
And so I just have a blast here. Normally whiskey's involved. Like, it's a blast. But I actually last night went to this really good sushi restaurant, which I didn't know Chicago had amazing sushi.
Oh, God. We got everything.
It was
Pick any
incredible.
food in the world, and we'll have the best one.
Genuinely. Like,
Yeah.
it was one of my favorite meals ever. So that's my new hobby in Chicago, sushi and whiskey.
Smart.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do a sushi whiskey tour with UPSAHL next time
Have
all
to.
around Chicago. I know you got to go. You're so gracious with your time. Quickly,
thank
can you
you.
please tell me about this VR concert?
Oh my gosh,
And like,
yeah.
I'm like, okay, wait, you filmed a concert and then it turned into VR? Or
Same.
How?
It was
Okay.
insane. I mean, I've know about VR, but like I didn't know it was that like highly advanced. And so I filmed like a live show, playing instruments, singing the whole thing, in front of a green screen, and then we with this crazy 360 AI camera, and then built this like VR world essentially that was supposed to like represent Phoenix. And when I watched it for the first time, I literally couldn't speak for like 30 minutes after. Like I watched it in the office with Amaze VR, who did the whole thing, and I took the headset off and they're like, so what do you think? And I literally couldn't speak. It was like crazy to me that exists. I joke that it's like the coolest thing I'll ever do. It was really, really fun.
Yeah. Well, you said there were 3 of you. Somehow
Yeah, there's like 3 of me
in
like
the
bouncing
VR
around.
Matrix.
It's gnarly. It was really. My little sister watched it and she's like, "You're like you're so close to me. Like, get away." She's like, "I don't like it," but no, it was really fun.
All right. So can us plebes, the rest of us, watch this VR concert?
Yes. If you have any headset, you can just get it on Amaze VR.
I gotta get one now.
Yeah, I know. I was like, "Can you guys send me one?" Yeah, it's really fun.
Awesome. Well, like I said, I am just so happy for you. Just
Thank you.
absolutely going straight to the moon.
Thank
and it's
you.
so well deserved.
Thank you. Thanks for
UPSAHL.
everything.
Q101, Lollapalooza.
Hey. Thank